Well, in this video, we will be looking at Euclidean Geometry MIP 2601 module, Mathematics in the Intermediate Phase. But as we know, there's no room for laziness, right? Yeah. Even if you're not doing MIP 2601, you can still benefit from this video, right? Because it has basics about Euclidean geometry. Well, in our previous video, we did look at straight lines and parallel lines, but in this video, we are going to look at an activity, right? So you need to know your interior angles, exterior, corresponding angles, the alternate. I usually call this fun. It's fun. Mathematics is fun. F for corresponding, U for co-interior, Z for alternate, or N for alternate, right? So if you're new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe. Well, I won't dwell too much on this part because I've explained it on the previous video. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, subscribe, like, and comment. Let's get to today's video. We are required to calculate the unknown values. Yes, the question will require us to calculate the unknown values, guys, right? Calculate the unknown values. What are those unknown values? We are talking about the variables. Firstly, we have variable A. Do you see variable A? This is variable A. And we have something like a Z shape there. Can you see something like a Z shape there? Yes, there we go. Let me show you. Where is the Z shape? From here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, so this is the Z. I want you to see it. This is the Z. Can you see the Z? Z shape there. Once you see the Z shape, it means that this will be equal to this. This angle will be equal to that angle. Do you see that? It means that A is equals to 45. A is equals to 45 degrees. So we call that alternate angles. They form a Z shape, right? Alternate angles equal. Right? Under which parallel lines? Under AB. Can you see under AB and CD? Right? Under these parallel lines, AB and CD. So we are going to put AB, it's parallel to CD. So you check, guys, whenever you see this arrows, it means that these are parallel lines, right? So whenever we're thinking about parallel lines, just as I've said, when you're given parallel lines, think of fun. F for corresponding, U for co-interior, Z for or N for alternate angles. So in this case, we have N or Z. Can you see this when you turn it, you can see that this forms N or it forms Z, right? So in other words, A is equals to 45 degrees. So that will be alternate angles equal. So you will then put the parallel lines AB, which is parallel to CD. Then, are we done yet? No, we're looking at another variable B. When you turn this, let me turn this with you, right? We are turning this. When you turn this, can you see, because we have parallel lines, can you see a U here? I'll just watch and see. Here's a U. Can you see a U? Yes, there's a U. Meaning that this angle and this angle, they are supplementary. They add up to 1/8. Let me turn it again, because now you saw how we get, how did we came up with U, right? So we can see there's a U shape there. So in other words, that means B plus 125 degrees will be equal to 180. So for you to make B the subject, transpose transpose 125 to the other side. Just say 180 degrees minus 125. What is 180 minus 125? 180 minus 125, that will be 55. So in other words, B, it's 55 degrees. So what's the reason? Reason. Remember, statement and reason. It's it's co-interior, not corresponding. Co-interior angles. Supplementary. You just have to write, guys, supplementary. Then you put remember our parallel lines is AB, which is parallel to CD in this case. I hope we are done with A, we are done with B. And then let's look at other parts now. We are looking at C. Can you see an F shape there? Can you see an F shape there, guys? Here's an F shape. You'll see it because I'm showing you now. You can use colors, right? Here's an F shape. Here's an F shape from here to here to here, meaning that this angle and this angle are equal to each other. So thus, therefore, C is equals to 55 degrees, right? C is equals to 55 degrees. So that means corresponding angles equal. Corresponding angles equal, right? Are you there with me? So we have C, which is equals to 55 degrees, corresponding angles equal. For you to pass MIP, guys, you just need basics. Basics are the key determinant to your success. Once you have basics, you'll never stress. Even if the exam comes, you know that you are ready, right? Because this is for exam purposes. Last year, if you check last year, October, November 2024, there was a question about this, right? I had a feeling that something will come up like this upcoming October, November 2025. They're still fun, but as they say, times wait for no man. You should always be ready, right? So we already saw that C is equals to 55 degrees. It forms an F shape, which is corresponding angles equal. Then what next? Because we are working under these lines, so that means it's ST and let me see, it's ST. Oh, didn't I put here? This is supposed to be V and this is supposed to be W. Sorry for that. This is V and W. So in other words, when I say this will be, put your parallel lines, V, W parallel to ST, or ST parallel to VW, right? I hope you're getting it. We already have C. What about D? Can you see that? Because can you see D? D reminds you of something like this. D reminds you of something like this. Do you still remember what we call this? Vertical opposite angles are equal. So meaning that C and D, they are equal. Equal to what? 55, since we saw that C is 55. So in other words, D is equals to 55 degrees. So the reason it's vert opposite angles, they are what? They are equal, right? Remember, you must support your statement. In geometry, it's all about statement and reason, right? We already calculated D, right? We already calculated D as 55 degrees. What about E? We are done with. What about E? What I can see from E here, can you see that E and D are angles on a straight line? E and D are angles on a straight line. What do? You do this. Let me show you how you're going to do this. Think and do. D plus E is equals to 180. You know that your D is 55 plus E, which is equals to 280 degrees. So therefore, if we transpose the other side, we know that 180 degrees minus 55, what is that? That would be 125, isn't it? 125. So in other words, the reason angles on a straight line. Hey, my writing. But as long as you see, guys, what is important is that you see and hear what I'm saying, right? You have E them. What about let's look at F. What about F? Can you see another F there? You see another F. Can you see another F? Meaning that this and this are equal. So meaning that F will be equal to 125 will be equal to E. So these two angles, they form corresponding angles. They're corresponding. So F will be 125, corresponding angles equal. Under which lines? Under which lines? Under AB, which is parallel to CD. Right, I hope I did put some light on you. So we already know that F is already know that F is 125. What about G? What I can see is that G and F, they are on the same straight line. In other words, they are angles on a straight line. So we are going to say F plus G, which is equals to 180 degrees. So you have your F as 125. Make G the subject. If you take 125 to the other side, if you say 180 minus 125, that will give you 55. Right? So the reason here, it's angles on a straight line. Angles on a straight line. So that's how you can work out with that's how you can work out parallel lines and straight line for number 1. We still have another work, guys, at number 2. No? Number 2. Still the question, calculate the unknown values. The unknown values here, guys, it's what we call right, X. So but let's read the statement because so that we can get what we are looking for here. A, B, and C, D are straight line cut by a straight line cut by transversal ST. This is a transversal, right? We call this line that cuts these two straight lines a transversal, right? So meaning that here it should be B. Sorry. Yes, cut by a transversal ST. Show that AB, it's parallel to CD. Well, we need to be smart. By the look of things, we can see that these two angles are on the same straight line. These two angles are on the same straight line. Since they are on the same straight line, we are going to say 5x plus 17. Geometry needs you to have analytical skills. You must be a critical thinker when you do geometry, guys. You must not sleep. When you sleep, you won't get it. So you mustn't sleep. So all right. So when you say 5x plus 70 plus 2x plus 5 degrees, which is equals to 180. Be a critical thinker. These are angles on a straight line. The reason it's angles on a straight line first, right? Remember I told you in geometry you can't just come up with something and without reason, right? So the like terms, which is 5x plus 2x, that will be 7x. 70 plus 5, that will be 75. degrees, which is equals to 180. So from here, I need to make 7x the subject. The best way is to transpose, is to take 75 to the other side. When I say 180 minus 75, what is that? That will be 105, right? 105. So we have 7x. You can divide both sides now by 7. So when you divide both sides by 7, how many times does 7 goes to 105? It goes 15 times, because 7 times 15 will give you 105. So this is the unknown value. We did get the unknown value, which is x, which was 15 degrees. So now remember we need to show that AB is parallel to CD. By the look of things, guys, we can see that at angle E and F1, there's a Z shape that is being formed here. Can you see the Z shape that I'm seeing there? Yes, there's a Z shape. Can you see the Z shape? Yes, meaning that this angle and this angle are equal. So we need to prove that. In other words, they are alternate. So how do you prove that? Let's go and start with E1. At angle E1, we're going to substitute. So where there is x, you put 15. This will be 30 plus 5, that will be 35. Angle E1. Let's look at F1 then. You have 3 times 15 minus 10. This will be also, that will be 45 minus 10, that will be 35 actually. Okay. F1. Both F1 and E1 are 35 degrees, meaning that this part is 35 degrees and this part is also 35 degrees. So what does that mean? It means they are alternate to each other. So therefore it means that angle E1 and angle F1, both of them are equal to 35 degrees. Sorry, they are 35 degrees. Therefore, AB, this AB, therefore AB, it's parallel to CD. Then I can put that to show, right? AB shown. AB is parallel to CD. Hope Mr. Richard have put some light as you are doing your MIP. This is the study guide, right? Use the study guide effectively, guys. Use the study guide effectively. Study your notes and practice. Study and practice will take you far. I will give you homework so that you go and do it, right? Yes, so that you go and do it and tell me what did you get from that homework. Where is that homework, Mr. Richard? This is the homework, guys. Determine the values of x, right, and y, right, and s, right, and r, right, and p, right. So on our next video, before we start another topic, we will first have to look at that homework first. But next week I will be explaining the postulates. Then we'll start another topic, guys. Right. So your homework is this. Which page is that, Mr. Richard? That is page 48. Page 48, MIP 26 study guide. Remember, MIP mathematics in the intermediate.